Hey everybody, this is your girl KD with a special edition on Conversations with KD Hall with one of my really good friends, a leader, a mentor, a father, Dr. Kendrick Glover. The roles that grew from the concrete. Be ready to be inspired by the power of mentorship.
Mentoring is a huge role in my life. I've had a mentor, whether it was directly of me, seeking one out, or indirectly of me just having one. But in a professional sense, mentoring has helped me out to help me with my educational goals in terms of graduating college and starting that back in 2008 when I graduated at Seattle University. My mentor was always there, encouraging me and pushing me to do my best, as well as when I got my master's degree and my PhD. So mentoring has always been a huge influence in my life. It's kind of like a protector and a safe haven in a way for me. Being who they truly are. We don't try to, tell a young person what we do. We try to show them what we do. There's this quote that I always like to use. A young person don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And for us, that's where it starts. It's all about the caring. It's all about the honesty. It's all about building those true relationships. So for us, relationships is the most important thing when we're talking about from a mentee and a mentor's aspect. Glover Empowered Mentoring means everything to me. It saved my life. It gave me purpose. It defined realism. It gave me the courage to tell my own story. And it also gave me a reason to be accountable to the community and to young people.
I think I've always been mentored in some form or fashion. Growing up in Seattle, being in the Black church, loving the arts, being an athlete. I'm 6'2" and a mystery weight. So being plus size, always looking for myself in other people. As a public school employee, I take that very seriously. It's a part of the grain of who I am. It really is who I am. And so right now at 43 years old, I think about what does mentorship mean to me? Who am I as a mentor? Who was I as a mentee? And I'm like, I was the same person. One of my greatest joys, I think, in life, because I don't have any birth children of my own, but I have lots of kids. And so I've been able to pour into youth of all demographics.
Mental health is key. So for mentorship, you give a young person the opportunity to talk to someone who's not a quote-unquote counselor. Because when you talk about mental health, in our community, especially in the Black community, you think the word crazy or the word, something that's not right with that person is a stigma that's attached to that mental health. But what we do is we turn it upside down and say we're trying to work on the health of your mental so that you could be stable enough to go out there and do what you need to do and define success for yourself.
So Late Night is a program that's been servicing the city of Seattle for 35 years. We'll be celebrating 35 years this year. I used to go to Late Night as a teenager, as a kid, going to Rainier Community Center. And, I used to get kicked out of the community centers because of behavior and things of that nature. And so I never would have thought in a million years I would be working for the same program that actually used to kick us out. But ultimately, the Late Night program has been saving lives. For 35 years, it was a safe space, a safe place that allowed us to be us and be who we was. Play basketball, video games. They fed us. And so those nuggets and those seeds that was planted in my life way back then is a skill set and tools that I utilize with young people who we serve now.
Mayor Harold, talk to us a little bit about why is mentorship so important?
Well, growing up in the city of Seattle, my mother and father didn't go to college, and a lot of their friends didn't go to college. So I entered high school knowing that going to college was what I was supposed to do. It wasn't even a choice. And I realize now at my age that it was the mentoring that gave me the positive image about myself. Otherwise, the other people that could have been mentors or images that I saw in my life, I would go that way. And if I'm to just be brutally honest with you, a lot of them ended up in prison, and a lot of them were having challenges with drugs. They were mentors too. So I was fortunate to have role models in my life that helped change the course of my life.
Yeah, so I'm a part of the Nez Perce tribe in Idaho. Grew up on a reservation in Idaho. Fast forward, went to college, played college basketball, ended up back in Idaho, and really came over here to pursue a dream to give back to kids through another nonprofit. And that nonprofit unfortunately fell through, and here I am with Rise Above, and 10 years later. The one thing that I didn't see in my journey was really somebody pursuing their dream to become a Division I athlete, really, pushing boundaries and really dreaming big dreams. So I told myself when I made it to college, when I got a college scholarship, that I would find a way to give back to kids. I had a vision to give back, that if I could do it, if I could be here in this moment, that I had to show other kids that they could do it too. So it really just stems from my experience growing up and not really having somebody to emulate and trying to be that person and creating pathways for other kids. The key takeaways for me, as I learn back and as I pour into other kids, is really the power of mentorship. You need one person. Kids need one person. And I tell the people that volunteer at events, I tell our coaches that, I tell all of our staff that kids need one person in their life, and it changes their life dramatically. Mentoring, when it comes to athletes, really just helps round out the full person, rather than just that one part of them, whether it's just the student, just the athlete, just the kid, just the daughter, just the friend. I think it incorporates everything all together.